Ramanathan bhajeham Ramachandra pujitam. You heard this song? It is a masterpiece by the legend Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar on Ramanatha. Who is Ramanathan? When I was young, whenever I heard the word Ramanathan, I used to think of Rama. Later, I discovered that Ramanathan is not Rama. It is Lord Shiva who was worshipped by Lord Sri Rama at Rameswaram before he went to Sri Lanka. So this is Ramachandra Pujitam. So it's Lord Shiva who is worshipped by Ramachandra himself. When I was young, I was addicted to the music and the personality of Varadadasa Sri MD Ramanathan. Now, as a middle-aged person, I continue to be addicted to the music and to the personality of Varadadasa Sri MD Ramanathan. And my name is Rama Varma. So I would sing this at home, the same song, thinking of MD Ramanathan instead of the original Ramanathan. And since my name is Rama Varma, I used to sing Ramanathan bhajeham Rama Varma pujita. Not in public, only at home. But though I have been addicted to the music of Sri MD Ramanathan, and as a practitioner of Carnatic music, as a music lover, music student, music performer and music teacher, I have been doing whatever I can to popularize his compositions right from the time I started singing in public. So that is one side. But among us, who are us, we the lovers of Sri MD Ramanathan, we have one gentleman called Krishnamurthy in Tripunithura, who has been conducting a festival dedicated to Sri MD Ramanathan for many years. That is just one aspect of him. I had the privilege of being the first person to give an MDR Day concert with only compositions of Sri MD Ramanathan. And until then, nobody had given a complete concert with only compositions of MD Ramanathan. But Sri Krishnamurthy, because of his tireless efforts at conducting MDR Day and later starting a YouTube channel and sharing, there are so many people who have amazing collections of music, very precious recordings, but they don't share with anybody. They'll just keep, and when they die, they'll take it with them also, because probably their descendants may not realize the value. While Krishnamurthy is an exception, where he actually shares whatever he has very generously, so much so that now over the years we call him MDR Krishnamurthy. So that's a ultimate honor. In fact, I still remember during the 18 years I spent with Dr. Mangalampalli Balamurali Krishna sir, many times we would take a flight from Chennai to Hyderabad or Chennai to Bangalore or to Bombay or many places like that. So I would check in for him and I would have his boarding pass. So Balamurali Krishna, so suppose it is Rama Varma, it will be Varma, Rama, Mr. So Mr. Rama Varma will be Varma, Rama, Mr. Mr. will be MR. While Balamurali Krishna, he was M. Balamurali Krishna, who was Dr. M. Balamurali Krishna. So again and again I would see on his boarding pass Balamurali Krishna MDR. So Balamurali Krishna M and Doctor. So it would always be Balamurali Krishna MDR. So MDR used to be constantly there even when I was traveling with Balamurali Krishna. That is one side. Now Sri Krishnamurthy has asked me to make this video because he is planning a cute kind of tribute to Sri MD Ramanathan, whose death anniversary happens in April and whose birth anniversary happens in May. So during this period, he plans to upload recordings of the masterpiece by Saint Tyagaraja, Endaro Mahanubhavulu, rendered by various artists. So as his tribute to MD Ramanathan. So this is just an introduction to that video, that series which is going to happen, uploaded by Sri Krishnamurti. So Endaro Mahanubhavulu again is one of the all-time masterpieces by anybody. If Tyagaraja had composed only one song, being Endaro Mahanubhavulu, that would have cemented his place in the firmament of the legends of Carnatic music, just like Pachimuriyam Adiyappa with one Viriboni, that is enough. So we can never forget Adiyappa because of that one song. So like the Tyagaraja, Endaro Mahanubhavulu, technically, structurally, the form, in melody, in rhythm, in content, in everything, it is so amazing. So Tyagaraja, as most of us acknowledge, is a Mahanubhava himself, but it takes a special kind of Mahanubhava to acknowledge, to respect and to salute other Mahanubhavas. So Tyagaraja, in this entire composition, he just lists a whole set of great people whom he salutes. It is unbelievable. Firstly, this is not like a lecture demonstration, but Krishnamurti asked me to speak a few words about the composition also. I've already made a video. You can check in my Music Box, MUSIQUEBOX, Music Box channel. I've given lectures about the meanings of certain compositions like Krishnani Begane Baro, or Bhogindra Sayanam, or Deva Deva Kalyami, or Endaro Mahanubhavulu, or Jagadananda Karaka. There are quite a few songs like that. You can just check, because these are songs people just listen to, so enjoyable because of the rhythm and the melody, that even without knowing the lyrics, we can enjoy them a lot. But if we do know the lyrics and we are aware of the Sahityam and we connect with the Sahityam, be it emotionally or spiritually, it is very, the enjoyment becomes much more. So Endaro Mahanubhavulu, just a few words. Firstly, it starts on the first finger, which itself is very unique. We hardly hear songs starting on the first finger. And so, Endaro Mahanubhavulu, like that. And Endaro Mahanubhavulu, how many great people are? Andariki Vandanamulu. To all those people, I do this, Vandanamulu. So then the Swarams, they start on the samam but end on the first finger. But we don't find, they follow very nice rhythmic patterns. We don't find something jutting out. So seamlessly he brings the swarams to start from the samam and end on the first finger. So sa ni ni pa pa ma pa ni sa re re gari ri sa gari ri sa ni en. So ri sa ni en, here it comes. And ri ri sa ni sa ri sa ni ga ri sa ri sa ni endaro. Just the pattern. We can just enjoy that even when played on an instrument. But if we just look at the Sahityam, the meaning of one charanam, Manasa Vanachara, the mind is like a Vanachara, Vanara. What does Vanara do? It just jumps around here and there. So he says, Manasa Vanachara Vara Sanchara Munilipi Murti Bhaguga Potakane Varu. So people, like the Mahanubhavas, who control the uncontrolled jumping around of their mind like monkeys and concentrated at the feet of the Lord. Those Mahanubhavas I salute. Even a very attractive just that one line. Pa ma ma pa ri ri ga ri ni sa ri ga ri ri sa ni pa ni sa ri ri ga ri sa ri ma pa. Hari guna manimaya saramulugala muna shobhillu bhakta kotulilalu. So Hari guna manimaya, just that one phrase, what does that mean? So in our belief, it is believed that when a good person dies and goes to heaven, at the first step, they get to be in the same location as the Paramatma being Lord Vishnu. For Shiva devotees, they call it Shiva Lokam. For Vishnu people, they call it Vishnu Lokam. But here, of course, it's Vishnu Lokam, Hariguna only. So they reach the same location, that is called Sa Lokyam. Then they go one step closer, so they are closer to the Lord, that is called Samipyam. So Samipyam. They come even closer, they start to look like the Lord himself. They take on the physical attributes of the Lord. So then it is called Sarupyam. They look same Rupa, identical look. And finally the Jivatma blends into the Paramatma, and one is liberated from the cycle of birth and death. That is Sayujyam. So the Sarupyam, people who look like the Lord, that category, Tyagaraja mentioned, Hariguna Manimaya Saramulu Muna Shobhe. So Hariguna, the qualities of Vishnu, like jeweled necklaces, they are shining. These people are shining with those qualities. And Jagamellanu Sudhadrishtiche Brochuvaru. So the Jagamellanu, the entire cosmos is protected, is kept well, looked after because of the Sudhadrishti. Their glance which is brimming with mercy and kindness. So these are the people who, because of whom we are all fine. Like that each charanam has so much content. It is unbelievable. And this composition, many people have played on instruments, many people have sung in various ways. The tempo, the approach, everything will be different, but the swarams are same. We can't change it much. That is what we think. But we listen to Sri MD Ramanathan sing this. He has taken this as the main piece, and he would do Naraval and Swaram and give Tanyavartana at Rama here on the first finger. Rama Bhaktudaina Tyagaraja. So at the Tyagaraja, Rama Bhaktudaina Tyagaraja, he will do Naraval and Swaram. So we don't imagine that being done in a Pancharatnam, which is kind of done by rote. You just sing all the Swarams. And the expression he gives each Swaram, the tempo. First, in one concert, he might have sung it like quite fast. In another concert, like very slowly. And in another concert, kind of normal. In one concert, he might start with Mahanubhavulu. Then we are like, okay, we are in for a long ride. Next 45 minutes going to be Endaro Mahanubhavulu. So it's starting at Mahanubhavulu. Different colors. So MDR Krishnamurthy has informed me that he's going to upload Endaro Mahanubhavulu renditions by many people. But he's not uploading Endaro Mahanubhavulu in this series by MD Ramanathan, because the concept is that all these Endaro Mahanubhavulu, they are doing Vandanamalu to MD Ramanathan. So MD Ramanathan's own rendition is not there in this series. But I'm very happy that even after MD Ramanathan's centenary, because centenary time some new people would pop up who have nothing to do with MD Ramanathan otherwise, and just steal the limelight for some time and then fade away. Then they'll be waiting for the next centenary, whose name they can use to shine the light on themselves. So while Krishnamurthy, me, people like that, we have always been fond of MD Ramanathan. And there is another category of people who are like, Anyatha Sharanam Nasti, Tvam Eva Sharanam Mama. That is one line. Other than you, there is nobody. You are the only one. That is one shlokam which we are taught when we are children. So for me, MD Ramanathan has always remained the ultimate, but that has never blinded me to the wealth of material offered by other people. So I'm a very great fan of many people, starting with Madurai Mani Iyer. So Madurai Mani Iyer, Chembai Vaidyanatha Bhagavatar, my own guru, Vechur Haril Subramaniar, Balamurli Krishna, K.S. Dhanaraswamy, Pudukot Krishnamurthy, Volatti Venkateswarlu, M.S. Gopalakrishnan, V.V. Subramanian. It just goes on like that. TVG sir, we don't even have to tell. We can't categorize TVG sir as a singer or mridangam player or composer or human being. So there are so many people. So I continue to love MD Ramanathan, MDR, but not to the exclusion of anybody else. So while I find many people, not only MDR fans, they like Balamurli or Chemangudi or GNB. Anybody, they like one person means only this person is good. Everybody else is irrelevant. So that is, we only lose out if we think like that. So Krishnamurti, though he is MDR Krishnamurti, he has a big collection of recordings by other musicians, which also he shares on his channel. So please check out his channel, MDR Krishnamurti, MDR Day Krishnamurti, because he got that name conducting MDR Day again and again. It's my pleasure to be part of this project, and I wish MDR Krishnamurti for all the good work he's done. I thank him. Now, of course, so much material is available online, but our friendship goes back around 35-40 years when none of this was available online. So even those days, some very, very precious recordings I got to listen to only thanks to Sri Krishnamurti. So I hope he'll continue this work for many, many more years, and I hope many, many more people from the younger generation of musicians, music students, music teachers, they will make use of this treasure which is just available online free of cost, because it's so deep and so profound and so eternal that the value just remains. There are some things which have value only for some time, but this the values, like MD Ramanathan himself sings in Samaja Varagamana in his own inimitable way, Kalatita Vikhyata. So like the fame which is beyond the constraints of time. So that's all. Endaro Mahanubhavulu, Andariki Vandanamulo.